Okay. All right. Tonight, I am a fan of Jamaica. Yes, it would be dramatic if they knocked Brazil out, but we love an underdog story, and we saw a fantastic underdog win earlier today in South Africa. Another green and gold team. It's all about the green and gold teams this week with Australia, South Africa, now Jamaica in the green and gold taking on Brazil. There's another big game with Panama taking on France. France got the big win against Brazil the other day, which was one of the games of the tournament. And we are underway for this first half here. Perfect timing too. Hope you guys are going well. Hope you're enjoying it Wednesday, middle of the week. Women's World Cup, match day 3. This group stage is wrapping up, which is kind of sad, right? But this has been 2 weeks now, I think, of consecutive live streams, which has been very, very, very fun for the last few weeks. And very excited for this match. And Brazil have an early opportunity already in their very interesting away kit. Brazil tonight, which has like that weird sort of like, it's like leaves. I don't know how to describe it. Like the shoulder has like a tree sort of pattern. You know what I mean? So it's cool though. It's cool. Okay. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about these matches? That's what I want. That's what I wanted to know from you guys. How are you guys feeling about these matches? Because I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. We saw South Africa grabbing that big win against Italy a moment ago. Can Jamaica do it tonight against Brazil? That's the question. That's the question, man. Okay. Okie dokie. Who's in the chat? Goats here. AUX is here. Oh, boy. Am I going to record, AUX asked earlier, are you going to record a prediction for the round of 16? Absolutely. Absolutely, that is in the works. After tomorrow night, yeah, we'll definitely be doing a prediction for the round of 16. And there's some really juicy matchups coming up in the round of 16. Hey, when we look at just all across the board, there's been a couple upsets. A couple matchups that we probably weren't expecting. The real standout for me is Sweden, USA. That should be a fun game. Tan Lee's here. Barry's here as well. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys in the chat. Oh my God, have we missed it? Have we missed an early goal, dude? What? Have Panama scored? Dude, I haven't seen it yet. I had my eyes on Jamaica, Brazil. Are Panama in the lead, dude? No. Are you telling me we're barely a minute into this dream and Panama have scored and I've missed it? I think, are you guys pranking me or has this just happened? Has this just happened? Have I just missed Panama's goal? Apparently Panama have scored. I've completely missed it. Oh my God. I literally missed it. That's hilarious. I've been on my main, basically how I have it here. So there's like a main screen over here, which has like the big game. And I don't know about you guys. I'm keen about Jamaica, Brazil. This is going to be a good game. But Panama have scored. And dude, crazy. Was it Cox? Oh, here we go. Here's a replay. Oh, what a goal. I'm just seeing the goal now replay. What a strike from the free kick. That is one of the goals of the time. Oh my God, dude. And she just burst into tears immediately after. Oh, what a moment for Panama. And I'm kicking myself that I somehow missed that in the early stages of the match. There you go, 2 minutes in. Second minute. Oh my gosh, what a start for Panama. What a start. That's remarkable. Okay. Dude, we were talking about the underdogs. We're talking about the unexpected. And oh my God, Panama have just scored one of the goals of the tournament within 2 minutes against France. Oh, wow. Dude. I mean, we just got here. We just arrived. Dude. Wow, France almost went up the other end and scored for themselves, just blazing wide there. I think it was Diani. Okay, so what that means now, as the live ladder stands, they're showing on some of the broadcasts, Jamaica's topping the group as it stands. And France are going out? What? No. Oh, mate, we've seen some dramatic matches already in this group, in this match day 3. Of course, we were live last night for those 5 o'clock games. Some dramatic. We were live, of course, for the Australia game with the big 4-0 win, which was still coming off that high, big 4-0 win, and 2 fantastic games earlier today as well. South Africa getting the big win against Italy. Sweden getting 3 wins in 3. They got the win against Argentina. So it is Sweden and South Africa who go through from that group. Argentina and Italy are out. Will we be getting a halftime griddle? Absolutely, Charlie. Every live stream here for this Women's World Cup, we've been doing our halftime griddle. So absolutely. Jamaica, top of the group, as Blake mentions here. Absolutely, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Who would have thought, especially looking at this group and seeing like 2 giants, 2 top 10 nations in Brazil and France, and you're like, oh man, it's got to be one of those 2 to top the group. My goodness. My goodness me. And not only are Jamaica going to potentially top the group tonight, but I mean, Panama has scored one of the goals of the tournament. Here come France. They're in the box. Haven't managed to clear it. France with a good chance. Karchawi goes over the bar. Sorry, I think that was Dali, in fact, for Basha for France there with a strike. So, good to see Marta starts as Dom. Yes! Exciting for Brazilian fans. Marta, of course, playing her final World Cup. She's starting tonight. She featured off the bench in the last couple of games. Although, no, did she come off the bench? No, I actually don't think she came off the bench against France, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, off the bench and into the starting lineup for tonight's match against Jamaica in what could potentially be her final ever Women's World Cup match for Brazil. Here come Brazil, who are starting this game pretty brightly against Jamaica. Jamaica. They just need a draw. All they need is a draw. They're not chasing a win. All they need is a draw. All they need is a draw, dude. But this has started in a frantic fashion, tonight's matches. Who would have thought it'd be Panama scoring first tonight? France, France have been weird this tournament, man. I mean, like against Jamaica, the 0-0 in their first game, they were just lacking a bit of quality up front. I thought France were very good against Brazil. They were very good against Brazil, considering how good Brazil are. I thought they were the better side there, just. And they're down early here to Panama and need to do something about it. So how are they going to respond? That's the question that we all have now. How are they going to respond? Because they need to respond. Because as it stands, right now, France are going out, dude. France are going out. We already have a big team going out in Canada. Canada are out of the tournament so far. That's probably the biggest team you'd probably get to say that are missing out on the knockout round on the knockout rounds. Germany in a bit of a tricky spot, but should be able to get the win tomorrow against South Korea to go through to the knockout stage. But it's not done after that shock loss to Colombia last week. Okay. Good to see Khadija Joe back in the starting lineup for Jamaica as well. Shaw picked up a red card 2 games ago against France. Dude, just imagine the scenes if Panama win here. I mean, I know there's a long way to go, but they're up early. They are up early. Who do I think? How do I think this group is going to win? Is going to end, sorry. How do I think this group is going to end? I don't think France will lose. I think Jamaica will get a result here against Brazil. I think France will come back and win. They'll have too much for Panama. I mean, France are already really looking to get on the front foot here after conceding early. So France, I think, will still win, maybe a 2-1. I think Jamaica will hold Brazil here. I reckon they'll get the draw. I reckon France top and Jamaica second, and Brazil third. But hey, there's been plenty of surprises, so I could be totally wrong. Dude. And hey, I would totally welcome that, man. We love some surprises. France are absolutely throwing everything at Panama now and just can't seem to hit the target at the moment. Chilly evening here on the Central Coast where I'm broadcasting from. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you're tuning in from. It's been great doing these live streams over the last couple of weeks. People tuning in from, of course, around Australia, but around the world as well. The UK, Europe, Africa, the US, all over the place. Asia. That's the wonderful thing about this tournament. Brings the world together. Brings the world together. Oh, here comes Brazil. Nice play. It's Marta in the box. Marta. There were 4 Jamaican players in the road there, but Marta with a good opportunity for Brazil, who were looking bright early on in this contest. Very bright indeed. Jamaica have been solid defensively this entire tournament, haven't they? Really, really solid. I mean, they haven't conceded. I mean, it's worth mentioning. Jamaica haven't conceded a goal in their first 2 games. They've scored 1 and have conceded none across 2 games. And how many teams have done that? I mean, I'm going to have a quick glance. Has any team kept a clean sheet? Oh, Japan and Switzerland. So there's only 3 teams left in the tournament who are yet to concede a goal. And those 3 teams are Switzerland, Japan, and Jamaica. There you go. Who would have thought? There's been some real shock goals at this tournament. France. Well, Panama are just holding on for their lives now after scoring that wonder goal early on. They are just defending like their lives depend on it. No real way for Panama to go through tonight. They are out and cannot make it through to the knockout rounds. But hey, a win here would be huge for them. Here comes Brazil into the box. Decent little run there, but Jamaica matching Brazil up to this point in defense. Brazil, one of those nations in this tournament. You feel like just sort of not a lot of people are talking about. I feel like a lot of people are talking about the European nations heading to this tournament. Brazil may be like sneaky outsiders to go far at this tournament, but they have to get it done here against Jamaica. Sorry. Interesting. On Google here, the win probability is 74% to Brazil, 10% for Jamaica, 17% draw. I think that's a little harsh against Jamaica, to be honest. Another set piece for France here. Almost ended up as an own goal. How many shots have France had already? They've got to be in double digits by now, surely. Let's have a look. France have had 6 shots. Panama had 1 shot, 1 goal, of course. 79% possession and 6 shots already for France, who are really rattled after that early goal. We love these simultaneous kickoffs, man. We love these simultaneous kickoffs. Heads flicking left and right. Chance for Jamaica to launch their first real attack of the game. Can they make something happen here? They're going to need to take their chances against a team with the quality of Brazil, that's for sure. That is for sure. Long throw is not bad. Cross misses everyone for Jamaica. And that's a free kick for Brazil in their own half. Troy, how's it going, mates? Has just gone home from work. Love the daily streams. Thanks for jumping in, Troy. Appreciate it. Says, I really struggled with today's griddle this morning. I'm keen to give it a go. I've heard some mixed things about today's griddle across the socials. So I've seen a couple of the teams involved. I haven't given myself any time to think about it or anything because, of course, I want to play it for real here on stream, as we always have been. Of course, at halftime, we'll be playing Griddle, which is the A-League player trivia guessing game, if you like. Yeah, and our stats have been okay so far. We've gotten 8 out of 9s and 9 out of 9 so far. So trying to keep that up. Trying to keep the scores positive. France are just throwing everything at Panama still. 15 minutes into this game. But nothing breaking through at this point just yet. Oh, Panama are in behind again here. Dude, oh my God. Imagine if they score a second here. Imagine if they score a second. That broke down pretty quickly, though. Here come Brazil. That cross ain't bad. Header's going to float to the keeper there. Spencer. Did you hear Benny and Cololo signed for a club in Saudi Arabia? Really liked Benny. Yes, Benny leaving the Mariners. Lee departing Central Coast after a couple of years. A couple very successful years for Benny and Cololo. We wish him all the best. Yeah, we love Benny. We love Benny. Dom got 9 out of 9 in today's griddle. A couple of tricky ones. I'm keen to check it out. Ooh, Kadisha Shaw, by the looks of things, has gone down and stayed down. Still down there. And there's some real concern over Jamaica's star striker here, who still is on the floor in pain. We hope she's okay. So there'll probably be a bit of a stoppage here for the injury to Kadisha Shaw. Marta, so good to see her starting today. Packed house in Melbourne for this one, as there was 2 days ago for the Australia-Canada game, of course. And the Panama-France game being played in Sydney, which has hosted a bunch of games. I was there last week for England-Denmark. Great stadium. And almost a mistake at the back for Panama. We're still holding on at this point. But it's just... You almost feel as if it's just a matter of time until France get their goal here, because they've got the quality. And they seriously are chasing a goal here because they need a goal as it stands. They're going out, dude. They're going out. Charlie got 7 out of 9 in the griddle. That's not bad at all. 7 out of 9, 9 out of 9. Drop your griddle scores in the chat. All right. So Kadisha Shaw's back to her feet and looks like she's okay to continue. Referees just come over to speak to, I think it's one of the Jamaican players, making the throw here for potential time wasting. You don't often see that. The referee ran all the way over just to speak to her directly. You don't often see that. Really, really good addition to have Kadisha Shaw back for this game after she missed the Panama game. Of course, Jamaica still got that win against Panama the other night, which was crucial for them, knowing that they were facing Brazil up last. Troy got 6 out of 9. Aussie got 5 out of 9. Hey, maybe this is a tricky one. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. I really struggled. There was a few days ago that there was a really tricky one where I was just stumped on. Yesterday's one was tricky, I thought, actually. And then it was the day before the 9 out of 9 one. One of them was really easy. I think that was 2 days ago. Was the really easy one. But of course, we'll be playing Griddle live here on the stream at halftime. Alrighty, so in the top left-hand corner here, this is the live ladder, how it stands right now. Jamaica currently topping it. If they can hold on here for the draw, they will go through top. As it stands, of course, the scoreline in the France Panama game affects things. This ladder could totally change tonight. And oh my God, it's going to change because literally as I say that, France have equalized and I said it was coming. It was just a matter of time. France equalize, which shifts things around a little bit in the group. That's hilarious, dude. As soon as I put the ladder up, it changes instantly. That's great. That's hilarious. So back in back level here. 1-1. France back on top. And that means Brazil could be going out now. So this is going to be we're in for a crazy night. We are in for just one insane night tonight, for sure. All right. Okay. So, all square in Sydney between France and Panama. The equalising goal has arrived. Panama, though, looking to hit back straight away. They're going for this. And that'll be a foul, in fact. Okay. Which match are you mainly watching tonight? We are mainly watching Jamaica-Brazil. Jamaica-Brazil. I think this is the close one. The Jamaica. What about you guys? I mean, what game are you guys mostly focused on? I mean, surely Jamaica-Brazil, right? That's the one that's really going to decide things here, I think. Whereas France and Panama, I mean, I was expecting a pretty straightforward result for France, but Panama have different ideas tonight by the looks of things. Aussie sums it up perfectly. Who says these groups have been mental. So many upsets. It's been crazy, dude. Dom echoes the same idea. Says last round of matches have been crazy. It's been truly incredible stuff. I mean, like even from the Australia 4-0 result against Canada, Group A was pretty tense. New Zealand ended up going out. No one expected Japan to smash Spain. That happened. We saw South Africa defeat Italy to go through the knockout stages as well. USA almost slipped out. Portugal almost caused a huge upset there as well. It's Group D, which is the only one I think is like fairly straightforward. I think a lot of people tipped England and Denmark to go through from Group D, like pretty comfortably. But yeah, man. There you go. Charlie says Google's giving Panama an 0.7 win rate. Poor Panama. So yeah, the clock that we have ticking away here is tracking the Jamaica-Brazil game for me. Okay, there's our updated ladder, by the way. France are back on top. So that's what that one goal meant for France. France scored one goal and jumped 2 spaces on the table. That's how tight things are in Group F. 3 teams jostling for 2 spots. Who will miss out? Who will miss out? Don't forget, Jamaica haven't conceded a goal in this entire tournament. Jamaica haven't conceded a single goal. Dom says, keen to watch England-Nigeria next Monday. That'll be a great game. That'll be a fantastic game. It will be played in Brisbane. England played their first group stage game in Brisbane where they played Haiti and struggled. They did get a 1-0 win, but Haiti were causing them problems. Nigeria. Oh my goodness, dude. Like, got the win against Australia. And, almost for Brazil. Nigeria also held Republic of Ireland and Canada scoreless. I mean, you got to watch out for Nigeria, man. They could potentially go far this tournament. Seriously. My bad. Let's update the table. Thanks for pointing that out. My bad with the table there. Panama down to 1 point, in fact. 0 points. No, sorry, 1 point. Dude, my brain. It's been a long week. It's already 1 point so far for Panama as it is currently on a draw for them. Marcus says, I'm going to Netherlands v South Africa. I thought it would be USA v Italy. I think a lot of people would have agreed with you. USA expected by many to top their group, but USA, I mean, I tell you what, that's one of the big takeaways from the group as well. USA have like completely, I don't want to say completely underperformed, but they have underperformed. Haven't been convincing at all, USA. I mean, the win against Vietnam was all right, but they missed a lot of chances in that game. We were live for all their games. They missed a lot of chances against Vietnam. And were held to a draw by Netherlands, where they easily could have lost. And Portugal almost knocked them out right at the end. Yeah, that was we were live for that one, of course, yesterday, and Portugal was so close to knocking out US, which would have been insane. Which would have just been crazy. So far this tournament, I mean, USA 1 win, 2 draws. They've only scored 4 goals and they conceded 1. I mean, from a team who's won the last 2 tournaments, you'd expect a bit more of a convincing performance. But yeah, and I'll tell you what, USA have a really tough match in the round of 16. They take on Sweden on Sunday. And that's going to be a really fascinating match because Sweden have had a pretty strong group stage. Sweden, 3 wins for 3, 9 goals scored, 1 goal conceded. That's tough for you. I mean, US are going to have to really step up, man. US are going to really, really step up. Ronan says, I'm happy USA finished second so I can watch them in Melbourne. Are they playing that game in Melbourne? I just assumed to be in New Zealand. I assumed to be in New Zealand. Have a look, is it? You might be right. Oh, it is. It is in Melbourne. That's cool. So Sweden, USA has been played in Melbourne. Spain, Switzerland, and Japan, Norway. They're 2 of the other round of 16 games. They're both being played in New Zealand. Those will be some interesting games. I think Spain should go through against Switzerland. They should be too strong. Japan, Norway should be interesting. I'm backing Japan there. I mean, I'm going to be doing my round of 16 predictions video soon. And yeah, that'll be interesting. Ronan asks, what game are you watching? Well, I'm watching both. I currently have like 17 screens in front of me, what it feels like. I'm watching both, but the timer that you can see down the bottom is tracking the Jamaica-Brazil game. The timer is tracking Jamaica-Brazil. Elijah in the chat. How's it going, mate? Says, hey, Lockie, how are we? I'm going to watch Sweden-USA at Amy Park and on Sunday. And on Monday, I'm going to Fair Square to watch the Aussies. Dude, sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. Hope you enjoy that Sweden-USA game, Elijah. That's a great game to go see. Two class teams. There you go. So Dom says he predicted Sweden USA round of 16. There you go. Oh, France has scored. France has just scored. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 to France. They take the lead. It's Diani who scores. Move down the right wing. Little pass inside. The cutback. And Diani had to work to score the goal too, but it comes off the crossbar and ends up in the back of the net. Can we see the setup at halftime? I guess so. I mean, actually, that might be tricky. I would, but the webcam is going to be very difficult to move. I could try. Lockie TV show. Hey, Lockie TV show. We share names. Hope you're doing well, Lockie TV show. Does it make any difference to the group table, that France goal, as AUX says in the chat? Indeed. No difference. It is still France on top, but they do extend their lead on points, in fact. On points. So the live ladder looks a bit like this. That means that Panama are now on 0 points as it stands, and France up to 7 points. Up to 7 points. And Jamaica 5 points. Brazil 4 points still as it stands. Almost half an hour into these fixtures, and it's Brazil who really need to switch it on here. They're the ones that need to chase the game. They're the ones that need to score the goal. Jamaica can just chill out here. Again, I want to reiterate this point here, which I think is really worth noting, that Jamaica still haven't conceded a goal this entire tournament. Only 3 teams have done that, including them. Switzerland, Japan, and Jamaica. The 3 teams in this tournament to have not conceded so far. Do we know who we play on Monday? I heard it's Denmark. Yes, indeed. And thanks, Aussie, for jumping in there as well. Australia playing Denmark in the round of 16. So, yeah, here's the confirmed round of 16 matchups. As Brazil looks like they have their first yellow card of the game. So, we've got, on Saturday, we've got Switzerland, Spain. Should be a win for Spain there. And then what else we got there? Also on Saturday, we have Japan and Norway. Japan have been fantastic at this tournament and should win this game. But Norway are a good side as well, man. And then on Sunday, two huge matches. Netherlands, South Africa. Would love to see South Africa have a dream run in this tournament, but Netherlands have looked good in the group stage and should win. And then we've got Sweden, USA, which is the one to watch out for, man. Those two giants meeting. That's like, hang on, USA are like number one in the rank in FIFA rankings, and Sweden are like number 3, right? Oh, did France just score a third? Or is that a replay? Oh no, it was a replay. Oh, here come Brazil. Jamaica, in fact. Ooh, cut out, though. Jamaica yet to really fashion an opportunity in this game. Let's go back to those round of 16 matchups. We also, on Monday, we're going to see England-Nigeria. We were talking about that one a little bit earlier. That'll be a great game. That'll be a fantastic game to watch. England-Nigeria, what a matchup. And then on Monday night as well, we also have Australia, Denmark. Australia, all about defeating Denmark at World Cups, of course. Australia should win that game. Australia should win that game. Denmark didn't necessarily have the most convincing of group stages. I watched them in person against England, and they love to utilize the counter-attack. But especially after Australia's big confidence-boosting 4-0 win against Canada, I think we should be beating Denmark. And then there's 4 more teams to jump into the group, into the round of 16. Joel says Sweden will beat USA easily. And that's right, Aussie, who says, is Jamaica almost in? Aussie says in the chat, remember what happened last time Australia played Denmark at a FIFA tournament? Indeed. Elijah also says USA v Sweden will be very good to go to. I think it could honestly go to pens. Very happy I'm going to that game. It will be class. Indeed. Boston's here as well. Good to see you here, Boston. I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing very, very well. Just kicking back. Enjoying some football. We're watching both games here. We've got the multi-screen setup. And it looks like France have a free kick here in a dangerous position. Dangerous area here for France, who, if you're just tuning in, Panama scored within a couple minutes of the fantastic free kick goal. But France, it's been all France since then. They've scored 2 and back in the lead. Our live ladder's up here in the corner. France currently top. And as it stands, it's Jamaica who are going through alongside France, which would be a really, really disappointing way for Brazil to go out, considering that this is Marta's last tournament as well. She was hoping for a successful tournament here as well. Okay. So the free kick opportunity for France, just going wide for them. So it remains 2-1, but I'll tell you what, there are more goals on the cards tonight for France. I think they will they'll grab a couple more by the end of tonight, surely. Aussie says Australia didn't have a great group stage either, excluding Canada. I agree. The overall the group stage was very underwhelming for Australia. But just that performance in the Canada game, like to turn it around in such a way, really gives me a lot of confidence for Australia heading into the knockout games. That's just me. I don't know about you guys, But yeah, it's just that's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. To get, especially, like, not only was it just a 4-0 win, it was a 4-0 win against one of the best teams in the world in Canada. So yeah, stoked. Who did the Mariners sign today? Mariners signed a couple players today, didn't they? So because Mariners announced the signings of first of all, Noah Smith, who's returned to their club. He was at the club like I think a year ago, or a couple of years ago now. And he's back after stints at Melbourne Victory and Brisbane Roar. And Mikel Doca is the other one who joined as well. He's a Brazilian fullback, wide player. He signed for the club as well. So a couple signings for Mariners, hey. All the best, Boston. Hope you enjoy, my friend. Hope you enjoy the weekend. So 10 minutes to go, just over 10 minutes to go in these games. Jamaica 0, Brazil 0, Panama 1, France 2. Dom says, I know you're doing a Premier League prediction as well. I finished the script for mine, and I'm going to cop so much stick for mine. Ooh, Dom, give me a... you don't have to reveal the whole thing, but give me... I want to see a hot take. Have you got a... if you're going to cop some stick, I'd love to hear if where you think... just drop in whatever you want. Have you got a hot take there in there, Dom? Who do you think's going to drop down, or who's going to finish towards the top? Let me know, Dom. I feel like, oh, here comes Jamaica. I can't fashion the shot. I tell you what, Jamaica are slowly working their way into this game, man. They're getting closer and closer to goal after Brazil's fast start. France with another set piece. Panama cleared away this time. Elijah says, Lockie, over the last few days, I went through all the live streams and I've rewatched all of the Wins World Cup streams. What a YouTuber you are. Elijah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Like, you watched all my live watch-alongs? That's commitment, man. That's commitment. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's been so much fun. We've been live every day for like 2 weeks now. Doing these live watch-alongs, sometimes 2 a day. And it's been great hanging out with you guys, man. We've like built such a cool community here. And the exciting thing is it's not ending. I mean, we've got the Australia Cup coming up, which I'm very excited about. Australia's Cup tournament. It gets underway this Friday. And we're going to be live for that one on Friday. And it's really cool how they've scheduled the Australia Cup too. Basically, how it works is whenever there's a break in the Women's World Cup, where there's like a day with no matches, that's when there's Australia Cup matches on. Oh my God, France have a penalty. Dude, I was too busy watching the Jamaica game. France have a penalty. Diani can make it 3. Diani. Nicely done. That's 3 for France, man. That's 3 for France. Diani with a second goal of the night. That's 3-1 for France. And they're surely going through to the round of 16 now after a bit of an early scare. 3 for France. Or here's Brazil. They're in the box, but defensive intervention was crucial there. You're right there, Elijah. A-League is back soon as well. Okay, what else we got here? So some of our Premier League... I'll scroll up here. Some of our Premier League predictions here. Dom says, Liverpool outside the top 6 again. Ooh. Yeah, that's a big call. That is a big call. I still haven't finalised my own predictions. By the way, we're going to be introducing some more Premier League content, some more international football content to the Coastal Football YouTube channel, which I must say is a bit of an experiment. And I would love to get your guys' like thoughts and feedback on terms of like whether you'd want to see like more sort of like Premier League content, international sort of like competitions here on the channel. The focus for the first couple of years of the channel here has obviously been Australian competitions, and always will be, I think. But I know, of course, so many Australian football fans are invested in the Premier League, are invested in overseas competitions. So let me know if that's something you'd be keen to see, man, like Premier League stuff and stuff like that. 3-1 to France, man. Aussie says Villa 4th. Aussie, I know you're a Villa fan, aren't you? I think Aston Villa will do well. They're building a very nice team. On paper, they look quite strong, don't they, Aston Villa? 4th would be huge, wouldn't it, for Aston Villa? Oh, here's Brazil with an opportunity. The ball's whipped in. Can they get a shot away? Jamaica again can scramble this clear. They're holding on. Where can I watch the Australia Cup? Asks Blake. Blake, are you in... Blake, sorry if I'm wrong. Are you in Ireland? I feel like, Blake, you mentioned the other night that you're in Ireland. I might be getting confused with someone else. If I am, I deeply apologize, Blake. But Blake, if I remember correctly, I believe you're from Ireland. In which case, I'm not sure. All I know is that in Australia, you can watch on... here's Aussie here, 10 Play, Paramount Plus. As far as I'm aware, you can't watch on Channel 10. At least like the round of 32 and like the earlier rounds. 10 Play. For people in Australia, you can watch in 10 Play. Julian's here as well. I'm doing very well, Julian. Thanks for jumping in as always. Dom says, I think, going back to the Premier League content stuff, says, I think as long as the main content is the Aussie stuff, it's fine to expand to other leagues. Appreciate that, Dom. Aussie also says, I love the more international content. Nice to see fellow Aussies' thoughts and opinions on the Prem. There we go. Boston says, tomorrow night I'm going to the FIFA Fan Zone Lockie for Colombia, Morocco. Nice, Boston. Is that the Darling Harbour one? The Tumbalong Park one? I assume that's that's the one you're talking about, Boston, because I believe you're Sydney-based, right? Such a vibe down there. I was there last week. Good fun. Troy has Spurs 6th. I think that's fair, honestly. Like, I'm a Spurs fan. I got nothing wrong with that, man. Elijah also says Griddle's pretty easy today. Yeah, of course, we're going to be playing Griddle in about 5 minutes, or over 5 minutes, just in half time here. In these games, we are going to be playing Griddle live here on stream, so don't miss it. It's been pretty intense. The last few days have been very, very intense games of Griddle. Very intense indeed. Dom says, wouldn't mind Premier Watchalongs as well if possible. Absolutely keen to do Premier League Watchalongs. Do you guys get up at I know here in Australia, some of the big Premier League games are on at like 2 in the morning. Do you guys get up for those? Because here's the thing, if you guys do, then we might look at doing some of those big games that are on late at night. Obviously in Australia, we get like a lot, like an early kickoff at like 9:30, so yeah. Blake, thanks for confirming. You are in Ireland. I did remember correctly. Blake, I'm not sure where you can watch the Australia Cup in Ireland. I'm not sure. Can someone find out for us? Does anyone know? There might be some sort of international viewing situation. Boston is indeed heading to Darling Harbour. Lovely, what should I say? Location down there, isn't it? Not long to go in this first half. Luton Town 6th? Oh, dude. Elijah, if you're right, that would be incredible. Luton Town 6th. Blake also says, can't wait for the EFL Championship starting this weekend. Dude, I know, right? Like, it's coming around quickly. We've got, Championship this weekend, and then Premier League next weekend. Australia Cup's kicking off this week. Like, it's hectic. It's funny because, like, the A-League season is, like, sort of the main thing for me, where I'm sort of, like, mostly invested in. And this is technically, like, the off-season, but in terms of, like, the channel here, it's anything but off-season, I'll tell you that much. Aussie also says Premier League watch-alongs would be awesome. Julian says West United got a 3-1 win against Melbourne City in a pre-season friendly this afternoon. Good result for Western, hey? Very good result. I think Western will be good this year, Julian. Julian, as you as a Western fan, I think it's going to be a good year for the Green and Black. Very, very good year for Green and Black. Dom says, so Dom watches not like the 2 to 4 a.m. games, but try to get to the main games watched. All United games. Fair enough. Aussie says, I watch about 80% of Villa's games, most of them being at 3 a.m. Yeah, those are the tricky ones, eh? Those are the tricky ones when they like kick off at like 2 a.m. Because when they kick off at that sort of time, it's tricky because it's like, do you just stay up? Or do you like go to sleep early and then get up? It's a tricky time, hey. Danzaki scored his first goal. There you go. France still looking like scoring more goals here. They're up 3-1. It's been a goals galore in Sydney between Panama and France. Brazil have had some opportunities in this half, but ultimately it has been pretty tight and cagey between Jamaica and Brazil. Who will win this game? Brazil need to win. Don't forget, this is the live ladder at the top. Jamaica are going through as it stands. Blake would be keen for Premier Watch-alongs. Good to hear that you guys would be keen about that. That's good. Jared in the chat. How's it going, Jared? Are you going to the Mariners thing at Gossy Leagues on the weekend? I'm hoping to get along to it. What else we say here? Ooh. Aussie in the chat says, I'm keen to get myself to more A-League games this season. Went to 2 last season and loved them. It's hard to get to them from where I live. Yeah, man, hopefully this season should be good. I think this season will be pretty even in the A-League, just like last time around. And a little bit unpredictable too. I think we're going to see some surprises in the A-League this season, man. Dom says, I'm always having a broken sleep schedule during Prem season. 4 hours of sleep here, another 2 there. That's right. Boston's going for Brazil. Jordan says Jamaica knocking out Brazil is huge. Dude, yeah, you're right. If it happens, it is remarkable, and it's absolutely on the cards because here come Brazil now. Imagine if they score now. Jamaica, defensively, are legitimately one of the best teams in the competition. I mean, they haven't conceded yet. We love Jamaica, man. Jared has thoughts on the return of Smith and the new visa signing. The return of Smith completely took me by surprise, but it's a welcome surprise. Noah Smith is a great player. He was the first ever professional footballer I ever interviewed on this channel. If you scroll back on the videos, it was probably, when was it? Like 2021, I think, or something. I don't know. Really early on, I interviewed Noah Smith, which was great fun. So he's back at the club. And Mikael Doca, the Brazilian. Another Brazilian at the Mariners. Wide player. Looks like he'll be replacing, I imagine, Sam Silveira. Looks like a good signing, man. Has some experience over there in Brazil. And so far, our international imports have worked out in recent years with Tulio and Kalolo. Caltech, these guys coming from overseas. They've worked out so far. So I'm keen to see how our new visa signing works out for the Mariners, that's for sure. 3 minutes of injury time between Jamaica and Brazil. And that appears to be 5 minutes of injury time between France and Panama. Two pretty exciting games so far up to this point, but it's Jamaica and Brazil, which has been our main game we've been focusing on, and it's pretty tight and tightly contested so far. Don't forget, we're going to be playing Griddle in a matter of minutes. We're going to be playing Griddle live here on stream. For those that don't know, Griddle is the A-League trivia game. We are going to be playing it here live. Hopefully we can get another 9 out of 9. But some of you guys had some mixed results, so I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about today's Griddle. We'll see how we go. Jamaica. Looking to fashion one more late opportunity, but Tamirez goes long. That's a decent long ball, but that will roll through to the keeper here. Almost at halftime. We're going to be live tomorrow as well from 8 p.m. once again for the final group stage matches. Crazy to think that the group stage is already over. Germany will be taking on South Korea, and it is Morocco taking on Colombia. Two very exciting games. Colombia, who are currently top of the group, could get a good result here against Morocco and seal their place in the knockout stage, which is very exciting for the South American nation. Germany need to make sure that they don't lose, because if Germany lose, they could be out, man. They could be out. But they are coming up against the South Korea side, who have struggled at this tournament so far. So we're going to be live tomorrow from 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for those two games as well. Jared got 5 greens and 4 reds in Griddle. Okay, yeah, it seems to be. People are getting some mixed results. Will you be getting to the Mariners women's games this season? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. No worries, Boston. As you mentioned before, you'll be in the Sydney for the Fan Festival. Aussie says, I'm bummed about Noah Smith leaving Raw. He was all right. He's a good player. He's versatile too. Oh, it's half time between Brazil and Jamaica, and almost half time here between Panama and France. Just a couple minutes to go, so we'll leave the clock ticking, and we'll jump into Griddle in just a moment. What else are we saying here? Let's scroll up the chat. Troy says, I'll be honest, I don't know about Smith as a signing. He never played, but I guess that was down to Farrell's breakout season. Yeah, he had a short patch where he did start, and he was actually playing for the Mariners, and he was playing as a left winger, as like a midfielder. And I remember he scored against MacArthur and Mudgee. I distinctly remember that goal. Yeah, he's a good player when he's in form, man. Love this from Aussie, who says, my weekends consist of building stadiums and Minecraft in the morning and then watching A-League in the afternoon. That's the dream, isn't it? That's the dream. Drogba in the chat a bit earlier said, I went to Hindmarsh last night. Great. It was packed. Shame there's no standing room. I could have had so many more people. It says FIFA stupid. It's looked great. I mean, Hindmarsh Stadium has looked great when full, hey? Oh, it's number 4. France has just scored number 4. France have just scored number 4. It's 4-1 before half-time. So one game has all the goals. Brazil, Jamaica has none. Dude, that's another goal for France. And we thought maybe we'd have an upset on the cards. And what a goal it was. It went all the way through. All the way through from that long delivery. Oh, well, just the keeper just did not judge that at all. And it's 4-1. France, man. Too strong. Lagarec with the goal for France. Lockie or Lockie? It is the first one. Lachie. Dom asks, have you ever been to a Sydney derby, Lockie? Keen to try and get down to my first one this year. Yes, I have. I've been to one. And it was the most recent one. I got down to the elimination final from the most recent A-League season, where Sydney FC won. And I did a matchday vlog for it. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out on the channel. Did a matchday vlog for it, and it was a lot of fun. So you can check that out on the channel as well. Yes, so that was a very fun Sydney derby. Will you still be doing regular watch-alongs after the World Cup? Yes, Blake. Absolutely. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, we've got the Australia Cup coming up, so we're going to be doing live watch-along for the Australia Cup matches, which are coming up. We're going to be doing some Premier League watch-alongs for sure. Definitely keen to get them going, especially if you guys are keen for them, man. Yeah, there's a lot happening over the next coming weeks and months. That's for sure. Aussie, thanks for this compliment, man. Aussie says, I love the energy and motion. Put into reading out the comments. It makes it more fun for me too, hey. Nama's in the chat as well. Nama earlier said Argentina and Italy out. That is shocking. That is shocking. Yeah, a big result for South Africa earlier today, knocking out Italy, getting a win there in that game. Do you fantasy Premier League? If so, do you do fantasy Premier League? If so, you should create a league and we can join. Would you guys be keen for that? Would you guys be keen for a fantasy Premier League? Definitely keen to jump back into fantasy A League when it comes up for the new season. Yeah, let me know. Griddle time. Charlie, thanks for reminding me. We're playing Griddle at halftime. For those that don't know, Griddle is an A League trivia game that we've been playing live on stream at halftime. So let's jump into it, shall we? Let's jump into it. Frenzied Rabbit's in the chat as well. How's it going, Frenzied? Here we go. Here we go. Dom's key for Fantasy Premier League. Very good. Aussie also says, I'm down in Sydney in February next year. I'm going to try to go to a few games in Sydney, Newcastle and Gosford. Absolutely, Aussie. Have you ever been to Industry Group Stadium, Central Coast Stadium? Aussie? You get a visit. Are you going to do FIFA 24 career modes? Absolutely. But of course, it's, what is it now? EAFC career modes, isn't it? EAFC. Okie dokie. So, let's bring up the griddle. Griddle. Halftime griddle. Ladies and gentlemen, here, let me just give me a second here to fix up this window, and then we're going to jump into it because this looks like quite an interesting one. So this is my first time seeing it. I do my best to try and avoid people sharing it on social media and stuff to avoid any sort of unfair advantage. So, do you want help from this chat? Asks Charlie, and that is my sign to hide the chat. So, thank you for the help. Thank you for the offer, Charlie. But my rule here is that I try and play solo. Just to avoid any unfair advantage. So I've covered the chat. I've officially covered the chat, so I cannot see the chat right now. I will be reading the chat afterwards. I will be reading the entire chat afterwards. Everything that I've missed. So feel free to spam your answers now or do whatever you want. I don't care. But here we go. So, by the way, it's halftime between Panama and France and Jamaica, Brazil. You can see the scorelines at the bottom there. Big second half coming up. And we're going to play Griddle here. So we've got to guess these players. Get some players here. So, okay, we've got Melbourne City, Melbourne Victory, Sydney FC, Perth Glory. Okay. And, some interesting stats here. We've got to find some players who have had at least an own goal. That's a tricky one. Dude. And then players who have had at least 2 red cards, which has stumped me in the past. Andrew Durante will haunt me forever. And this is a 6 in terms of difficulty. You can see my stats here. I've got I'm at 5 in the 8s and 4 in the 9s. So the aim is to try and get the nines going up, man. We want to try and get the nines going up. Okay, let's jump into it. Ladies and gentlemen, where should we start today? By the way, again, just reminding you guys, I can't read the chat right now, and just to avoid any unfair answers, I will be reading the chat in a second. But let's jump into this one. Where should we start? Let's start top right, and I'm going to go Roston Griffiths. Love Roston Griffiths. He played at the Mariners like a decade ago and was one of my favourite players back then. Sydney FC, Melbourne City. Caceres, another former Mariner. Anthony Caceres has played for both clubs. We're getting the easy ones out of the way, which maybe is a bad idea, but Melbourne City and Melbourne Victory. Let's go for a bit of a niche pick here. Mate Dugandzic played for both clubs. There we go. Dugandzic played for Melbourne Heart back in the day, and Melbourne Victory. So we've got the easy ones out of the way. The ones where there's two teams I find are the easiest ones, but this is where it gets tricky when we have to think of the stats. So a Melbourne Victory player who has scored an own goal. Can I think of any Melbourne Victory own goals? That's so tricky because I can't think of any specifically own goals. When it comes to own goals, you sort of just have to guess. Similar thing with red cards. Well, there are some players that stick out when it comes to red cards. The first one that's sticking out is Roderick Miranda, who I think may have scored an own goal last season. The own goals one's going to be tricky. You sort of just have to have a stab in the dark. I'm going to go Roderick Miranda, who I think may have scored an own goal last season. I'm not confident. Roderick Miranda? No. I mean, how are you meant to get that, though? Lee Broxham probably would have been a fair shout just because he played so many games. One own goal for Sydney FC. Let's go Alex Wilkinson. I'm going to go off this idea of players who have played a lot of games, and Alex Wilkinson has probably maybe scored an own goal in his time. I can't think of any other Sydney players who have scored own goals recently. No, dude! What, 2 reds? Oh, mate. This is going to be our first 8 as it stands. It could be 8. It could be less, dude. This could be the toughest one yet. 2 reds already. By the way, I can't read the chat right now. I will be reading it after we finish this game. We are struggling so far. Oh, my God. A player who has scored an own goal for Perth Glory. Daryl Latchman, please. I feel like he has. Oh, my gosh. Oh, dude. I'm sorry, that's a silly one to put in. Own goals? I'm impressed. Some of you guys, like Dom, some of you guys got 9 out of 9. How did you guess that? I would love to see your guys' guesses after this. Because, my goodness, no own goals for any of these guys, man, for those clubs. Okay, we move on to red cards. 2 red cards for Melbourne Victory. Kevin Muscat, surely, right? There we go, 5 red cards for Melbourne Victory. We've got to redeem ourselves here. 2 red cards for Sydney FC. Ryan Grant's got to be in there, you'd think. Ryan Grant, 4 red cards for Sydney. And let's go Jacob Burns here. Let's go Jacob Burns for Perth Glory. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. That was my worst game yet. That's a 7. That's a 6. Dude, we had positive stats and we got a 6. All right, time to open up the chat. What are we saying? What are we saying, dude? What are we saying? How do we feel about that? Give me your answers. I know a lot of you guys have played Griddle today. Drop your answers in the chat. Dom's answers. He had Fornaroli, Brillante, McLaren. Very nice. And then Milligan. That's a good shout for Victory. Bratton for Sydney. Wow, dude. Bratton had scored an own goal. That's a tricky one. I was just thinking defenders. Because defenders are obviously like the most likely to score own goals. And then Risdon for Glory. And you got all of them right, Dom. Muscat, Grant, and dude, Dom, your bottom row is exactly the same as mine. Wow. Terry Antona scored an own goal, says Jacob. Should have thought of him too, eh? First time I beat you, Lucky Charlie. You got the better of me, didn't you? Risdon scored an own goal for Perth. Oh, gosh, dude. I don't recall own goals. Geordie Boster scored an own goal. He hasn't played for any of those other clubs, has he? And that's right, dude. Struggled. Bottom right, went for Liam Reddy, yeah. Went for Liam Reddy. Oh my gosh, man. Dude, that was tough. Cadete scored an own goal, says Namar a bit earlier as well. Cadete, Jack Rodwell. Middle I had Jack Rodwell, says Troy. Was that correct? And has Jack Rodwell scored an own goal? Dude, I can't remember, man. It's okay, Lockie, I did worse. 7 out of 10. No, Julian, that's better than me. This is 6 out of 10. Sorry, 6 out of 9. 9, not 10. Julian, you beat me. This is by far my worst performance up to this point. That's a 6. So far, we've been getting 8s and 9s. That dude, it was the own goals, man. I'm really impressed that you guys got like own goals. The own goal score is correct. Very true. I mean, Jacob, that is probably the most iconic own goal in A-League history. Jacob, who mentions here that Terry Antonis' own goal in the finals against Sydney FC, classic before scoring in extra time. I should have thought of that, man. Yeah, I should have thought of that. Man. Charlie's answers were Fornaroli, Jamison, Kilkenny. Nice. Sporanovic was incorrect. Risdon and Brillante. Yeah. It's a tricky one, wasn't it? Click the question mark to see correct answers, says Charlie. Oh, cool. Oh, this is new. Oh, this is great. I love this. How do I zoom in? Why is it being weird? There we go. This is cool. Okay. Oops. So you can now click on the little question mark. Charlie, thanks for mentioning that. You can click on the question mark and see the answers. So I want to see these own goals. One, who has scored an own goal for Melbourne victory? Oh my gosh, dude. Milligan. Broxham, dude. I said it straight after 2. I should have guessed Broxham. I should have guessed Lee Broxham. He's played so many games. Terry Antonis, though, as you guys mentioned, I should have gotten Terry Antonis too. That's the most iconic own goal. Lee Broxham absolutely should have been my guess. Who did I go for again? Roderick Miranda. Come on, man. Own goals for Sydney. Yeah, dude. They got Milligan in there as well. Wow. It's a bit tricky. Not too many players who played there for a long, played heaps of games for Sydney. Shannon Cole, that's a throwback. And then who was for Perth? Who scored own goals for Perth? Let's have a look. Scott Neville, yeah. Josh Risdon. Topper Stanley. Tommy Machella, yeah. Scott Jamison. Liam Reddy. So not too many goalkeepers, a couple here and there, but interesting, man. That was a tricky one. That's really stumped me. I was really proud of my efforts up to this point, but we struggled. Oh, Dom mentioned it as well. Dom, thanks for mentioning that as well. Sorry, yeah, Dom, I missed your comment earlier as well about the question mark in the boxes. Thanks, guys, for pointing that out about the question marks in the boxes. Hey, by the way, we're about to return for the second half. Here we go. Our clock is going to follow the Brazil-Jamaica game here, and their second half is just getting underway now. Here we go. So, thanks again for tuning in for our halftime entertainment, our halftime griddle. And let's bring everything back here. The ladder, here's how it looks for this group. As it stands at the moment, it is France who are topping the group and will certainly go through. They're up 4-1 and should comfortably cruise a victory from here. So all the focus now is on Brazil-Jamaica. If the game stays as is, if it ends a draw, Jamaica go through and Brazil are out in the group stage, which is a huge story. Probably the biggest upset, I reckon, if Brazil can't make it through the group stage. So Brazil, all they need is a goal. All they need is a goal and they go through. Oh boy. Okay, what else are we saying here as well? What else are we saying? Liam Reddy is the cheat card for Griddle, isn't he? Oh my gosh. Jacob says, annoyed Roy didn't hold on to Noah Smith. Would have been a good backup for Corey Brown. Here comes Brazil. Corner for Brazil here. Yeah, Noah Smith, leaving. But I mean, it was interesting as well because like Courtney Perkins is gone. He departed after his loan expired. So yeah, Corey Brown's returned, as we've heard. Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting one. But hey, glad to have Noah back at my club, that's for sure. Troy says that first goal from Panama was insane. Dude, what a strike, wasn't it? What a strike. What a strike. Absolutely, Aussie. You got to get to a Mariners game, my man. A Mariners home game. It's great fun. Oh, it was offside. Brazil went for a little set piece there from that corner, a little set play, but yeah, it was certainly offside. So we are a couple minutes into this second half here for Jamaica, Brazil. France, Panama still yet to get underway. France are making a couple halftime changes here just to get some fresh legs on. They should be able to cruise to victory here. France. It was Panama who scored that crazy free kick goal within the first couple of minutes, but France, 4 goals across the half, looking pretty comfortable now, man. Jordan, how's it going, mate? And Jordan, you're absolutely right. Who says new Raw management seems to be heading in the right direction. It's great, isn't it? I mean, 2 former A-League players too, and Kaz Batafta and Zach Anderson in leadership roles there at Brisbane. They've been great. They were doing they've been doing like Instagram lives where they've been talking to fans. I tuned into a couple of them, and it's all sounds great. They're being super transparent, and optimistic about leading Brisbane Roar into a brighter future. So it's great. Aussie as well. I know Aussie's a Brisbane Roar fan. Says I love Zach and Kaz. They are football people and know what football is about. Spencer's here as well. Spencer, how you doing, mate? We've got a lot of Brisbane Roar fans in the chat. Who's a Brisbane Roar fan in the chat? I know Jacob is, Aussie is, Spencer is. Everyone's in Brisbane. I know Dom lives in Brisbane, or at least around Brisbane. A lot of Queenslanders in the chat at the moment, it seems. Spencer's meeting them tomorrow. There we go. There we go, man. Dom, good question here. Dom asks, I know we're a few days away, but do you think Kerr will feature from the start against Denmark? I say yes, and that's pure speculation. I don't know anything. We're going to come back to that. Here's a good corner for Brazil. Jamaica, can they get it clear? Just. Well done, Jamaica. I think Sam Kerr will feature against Denmark in some form. I think she will start. And my thought process behind that is, first of all, we've got a 1 week break between the Canada game and the Denmark game next week, right? It's Monday to Monday, right? It's like a full week break. Sam Kerr, gave the impression, we're going to come back to that. Here's Kadisha Shaw, 1-on-1. Against the defender, Kadisha Shaw for Jamaica. A goal here for Jamaica would be huge. She delivers, but no one's there. Jamaica retrieve it. We're going to come back to that Sam Kerr discussion, but Jamaica on the attack, and if they score here, it's huge, man. They've gone backwards. Let's talk about Sam Kerr again. I think Sam Kerr will start just because heading into the Canada game, she did that press conference a couple of days before and said that she was up for the game and she was going to feature. She was ready to feature, which suggests that, I don't know, I don't think she was 100% fit, but I reckon maybe Sam, who's been training from the sounds of things for the last couple of days, she was training before the Canada game. We've heard she had her boots on, was somewhat fit. So, which would suggest that with a week's preparation for the Denmark game, you'd think she should be fully fit. I mean, I'm no physiotherapist. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, this is pure speculation. But after a week, you'd expect for her to be all right. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I hope so. What else are we saying here? Some more interesting questions and comments in the chat. Going back to Jared's question, do you think Alan Stajic will take over the Glory coaching role after leaving the Philippines? Rumors seem to suggest so. So it looks like it will happen. It'd be great for Perth, wouldn't it? Okay, yeah, a lot of Brizzy Queenslanders in the chat. I don't know what it is, eh? Aussies in Rockhampton. There you go. Frenzied Rabbit says, Lockie, you are the best Raw content creator despite being a Mariners fan. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hopefully we can get to the point where there's multiple content creators for every club and the A-League. But yeah, man. I mean, that's why I like to do like not just Mariners content. Like I expanded to A-League content because like, I mean, you know, there isn't enough people doing it, you know. And if any of you guys are like considering getting into A-League content and stuff, I highly recommend. Oh, chance for Brazil. Chance for Brazil. They're looking threatening here early in the second. Here's Tamirez off left back. Delivery isn't bad. It's missed everyone. Edge of the box. The shot wasn't great. Dude, Jamaica are holding on. Spencer says also, Lockie, congrats for stealing our good left back. Dom's a closeted Royal supporter. Spencer says, not a fan of Corey Brown. And that's right, yes. For those who don't know, Noah Smith has joined Central Coast Mariners from Brisbane Roar. There's a VAR check in the Panama-France game. Possible penalty. Is that a hand? I think that might be a hand. There might be a penalty here for France. That looks like it might be a hand. And this could be goal number 5 for France. VAR check complete. Referee's making the decision. And Panama, who have struggled at this tournament, unfortunately going to set to suffer a heavy defeat here. It is a penalty for France. Chance to score number 5. Aussie says, might do match day vlogs for my third channel. Yeah, that would be awesome, man. That would be awesome. Spencer says, kind of like to trial it to see whether I enjoy it or not. And that's the thing. Like, the cool thing about like content creation is like, there isn't like one thing yet, like one like platform or medium you have to do. Like, there's great stuff out there. There's great like fan made websites that just do like, you know, like news articles for the A-League. Like I know Front Page Football do some good stuff. There's some good podcasts out there that are just like audio. Yeah, and then I've been really keen to get into sort of like the video content, which is why I do like a lot of YouTube stuff. I know a lot of people are like killing it on TikTok. Like a lot of you guys probably know Joe K on TikTok, or even Dom's Ball Chat on TikTok. You know, TikTok's a great platform. Instagram, even Twitter. There's a lot of great content creators on Twitter who are talking about A-League. France score the penalty. Diani makes it 5-1. Nicely slotted home. 5 goals for France after going down early. Goodness me. Blake says, I think Everton will get relegated from the Premier League. Will it finally happen? They've been toying with relegation for the last couple of years, haven't they, Everton? Could they go down this season? Maybe, man. Like, I don't know. The signings just aren't convincing for me. They don't have like a truly exciting squad. There's good players at Everton, but yeah, maybe, man. Maybe, dude. Okay. Dom earlier has said apparently Glory are doing a press reveal for something tomorrow, so stage is confirmed. Ooh, I didn't see that. Are they doing a press thing tomorrow? We'll have to keep an eye on that one then. There has been rumours all over the socials that Alan Stajic, former Central Coast manager, could be heading to Perth Glory. Wouldn't that be a big story? Would not that be a big story? Have we got a time for that? Let me see if I can find it on the Perth Glory socials, man. The Perth Glory socials. So 10 minutes into the second half, Jamaica 0, Brazil 0, Panama 1, France 5. France are currently tearing it up. They're scoring for fun. Perth Glory. Can't see anything on the Twitter or X page, if you like, about a press conference tomorrow. What are we saying here? Troy says they brought back Dele Alli, so Everton may struggle. They could go down, couldn't they? They could, eh? I think Sheffield United will struggle. I have a feeling Luton Town will go down. I know a lot of people are excited for them and expect them to do all right. Oh, here come Brazil. Cleared away once again. Dude, Jamaica are clearing everything away. Brazil are really, really struggling to break down Jamaica tonight. they're really, really struggling. And it's getting a little bit worrying now for Brazil. Getting a little bit worrying because they're running out of time. Brazil are running out of time. The shot stats, if you go on Google, the stats. One shot for Jamaica tonight. 13 shots for Brazil. Possession stats, 78% possession for Brazil. Ooh, Kadisha Shaw's down here and injured. Kadisha Shaw's down, and you don't want to lose her if Jamaica do go through to the knockout stage. A little bit of concern here around Kadisha Shaw. Thoughts on the new Melbourne City signing? Looks decent. What's his name again? I always forget how it's pronounced. Melbourne City. Yakelis? Yakelis? It is Yakelis. Marin Yakelis has joined Melbourne City. Wide player, winger. Has experience in France. And has an Australian heritage. So I think he's eligible for the Socceroos, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like a decent signing, man. Where is this glory news? Asks Charlie. I'm not sure. There was nothing on their Twitter page or X page. Luton's first home game got postponed because their stadium won't be ready in time. Really? I didn't actually see that. Really? Is that right? I swear I saw it earlier. It wasn't on the Perth page, so it could be false. I mean, you might be right, Dom. You might be right. Is that true about Luton Town, their first game being postponed? I didn't hear about that. Wow. Oh, you're right. I just had a look on Google and their first fixture's postponed. So they're just not playing in that first week? Damn. Gonna have to wait a week to see Luton Town in Premier League action, hey? So, coming up to an hour of football played here. 6 goals in Sydney tonight. 0 goals in Melbourne. Quite a bizarre night. Actually, I'll tell you what, this is very similar to last night, to yesterday's watch-along. We were live yesterday for like USA, Portugal, and Netherlands, Vietnam. Netherlands scored 7 goals against Vietnam. Meanwhile, Portugal and USA had no goals. And it's a similar situation here. 6 goals in one game and 0 goals in the other. So, will we see a goal tonight in Melbourne? Can Brazil finally make the breakthrough? Here's Tamirez around the left. And that's gone out of play. Jamaica, I have not made a single mistake at the back tonight. Wow, dude. Choices, Mariners Grand Final highlights says 90k views, which is heaps for the A-League. Normally it's 30k. Damn. It's good numbers, eh? Good numbers. Dom says they have to spend 10 mil on upgrades at Kenilworth Road. I heard about the upgrades. Hey, they had to upgrade it for Premier League football, but wow, yeah. So they've not. It's not even ready for the first game. Wow, not even ready. Double change here for Panama as they look to try and get themselves back into this game. Disappointing for Panama. This tournament, one of a few teams who will look set to end this tournament without a point. Who are the other teams who haven't won? Not to highlight the teams that have struggled or anything, but the teams who haven't even picked up a point. Costa Rica have gone this whole tournament without a point. Haiti, that despite having some promising performances, they didn't even score a goal at this tournament. Haiti. Vietnam are ending this tournament with no points, no goals, and 12 goals conceded. That's remarkable. As it stands, Panama will end the tournament without a point, and South Korea could potentially end the tournament without a point unless they get a miraculous result against Germany tomorrow. Gilly's in the chat. Coast, how are you going? I'm doing well, Gilly. What do you think of Panama's goal? Dude, crazy goal. What a goal. What a goal for Panama. One of the goals of the tournament. Crazy free kick. It was a shock early on in the game, hey? Cheers, Boston. I appreciate it, man. Still here just doing the griddle. Let me know how you go, Spencer. Let me know how you go. I want to see if you can get some of those ones correct that I struggled with. I struggled with that middle row today. Aussie says, I thought Haiti were really good when I saw them play in Brisbane. They were great against England. Haiti were really good against England and almost got the draw there. And I was really keen to see how they were going to go throughout this tournament. But, yeah, man. Yeah. Tom says, worst thing about Vietnam was their goalkeeper was decent. Yeah, she made a penalty save in the first game, if I remember correctly, against USA. She made a penalty save, didn't she? Mental shot indeed. Crazy shot. Wonderful goal. What a wonderful goal for Panama. So, despite the fact that Panama looks set to go out of this tournament, they will leave the tournament with a wonder strike. So, an hour has been played. 6 goals have been scored in Sydney between Panama and France, and no goals at this point between Jamaica and Brazil. As Jamaica have a player down here injured, it is Swabi, one of those Swabi sisters who have been so solid at the back tonight for Jamaica and this whole tournament. More substitutions for France in that game as well. They conceded a pen in every game. There you go, Blake. That is a fun fact. Spencer got 8 out of 9 in griddle. Spencer, well done. That's 2 better than me. Charlie says, I went to Haiti's game last night in Perth. They were class, but Denmark knew better how to put the ball in the back of the net. Poor Haiti. Yeah, I mean, they deserved at least a point, right? They deserved at least a point. You'd think after, especially that first performance against England, it was promising, wasn't it? How good has this Jamaican backline been? The Jamaican backline been tonight? Swabi sisters playing in the centre of defence. Blackwood at left back. Wiltshire at right back. Kadisha Shaw's been playing up top, but has barely had a chance this game. If Jamaica go through, well, what a story it would be. More changes for Panama here in their game, as they're set for their final half an hour of Women's World Cup football. Okay. Brazil looking to make a move down the right-hand side. The overlap is decent. Antonia's cross. There is Swabi. Dude. How many times have we seen Alison Swaby? Is it Swabi or Swaby? I'm going to go Swabi. Alison Swaby cleared the ball tonight. The 2 Swabi sisters at the back. Fantastic. And Alison has been on the end of everything tonight for Jamaica. So, Brazil corner here. It's Marta to deliver. Potentially playing her last game at this Women's World Cup ever. Marta, the 1-2, the give and go. The delivery to the far post isn't terrible. It's in a dangerous position. And Alison Swaby will head it behind for yet another corner. Yet another corner. Yet another intervention there for Alison Swaby at the back. Can Panama get one more goal back? Would love to see it. Ooh, penalty shot for Panama here. Oh, it's a pen. Panama have a pen here. Long-range free kick was hung up. And D. Almeida commits the foul. And that's a pen, dude. Tanner was fouled in the box. Panama have a penalty. Literally, as soon as we say, can Panama score a second? They have a penalty chance here. And an opportunity to make it 5-2. Get one back. Here come Brazil. Here come Brazil. Marta. Cleared away by Shaw. Brazil really applying the pressure here, knowing that they have to score a goal. Meanwhile, let's focus our attention on Panama-France, because there is an opportunity here for the second goal of the game for Panama. Great penalty. Wow. What a hit. That was hit with ferocity. Oh, wait, what? Has it been pulled back? What's going on here? What's going on here? Why is there no celebrations? Is something going on here with the penalty? It's been retaken. Oh, okay. So some confusion around this Panama penalty. It's hasn't been retaken. And by the looks of things, the referee just didn't blow the whistle. Here we go. So Panama to take this penalty again. Oh, dude, surely she won't miss. Surely she scores again. Oh, very nice. Dude, 2 confident penalties. Really, really nice penalty there. It's Panama 2, France 5. Panama celebrate. Great to see. Great scenes. Is there a miracle comeback? It's highly unlikely, but another great moment in this tournament for Panama, who get their second goal tonight against France. Okay. What else are we saying here? Jared, no, I left the Mariners last year, Jared. Sounds like, man, a lot of you guys, I love that we've got like a great Queensland community in the chat. And all you guys are like heading to it sounds like all you guys have been have gotten out to the Brisbane Fan Fest, which is great to hear. Spencer says, I think Nigeria will knock out England. That would be a big story. And I'll tell you what, there's a serious chance of it happening. England, though, have been getting better and better with each game they've played in this tournament. I mean, they were shaky against Haiti. They were pretty dominant against Denmark, and they were just class against China last night. So I think England will be too strong in the end, but oh my gosh, Nigeria could absolutely get it done, dude. Nigeria could absolutely get it done. How did I spill water on myself just then? Okay. Queensland. Wait, you worked for Mariners? Yes. I worked in the media department for the Mariners briefly last year. But stepped away last year. Blake, who's our lovely viewer all the way over there in Ireland, says, I would love to come to Australia. When's the best time of year to come? I mean, summer's great, but it's very hot. So, I mean, maybe spring, so it's not crazy hot. Maybe spring. Yeah, summer can get up to like 40 degrees plus, occasionally. Aussie says the best time to visit Australia is October to December or April to June. Yeah, that sounds about right, Aussie. I would don't come in winter. It's too cold. Like it's cold, man. Australia, I feel like to the whole world, like Australia, there's this perception that Australia's just always hot. Like, dude, it's cold, man. Like, I've got 2 jackets on right now. Did you manage the social accounts? I did for a time there at Central Coast Mariners, yeah. Couple of like the articles and stuff on the website I wrote and did their social posts and everything for a while. So did a couple interviews there and stuff, which was cool. I think I'm in one of the videos somewhere, or the interviews. But yeah, I had a great experience working at the Mariners last year, man. I mean, that was a dream experience for me. Mr. Freshman's here. Good to see you here, Freshman. Mr. Freshman's been tuning into a bunch of our live watch-alongs lately. Hope you're doing well, Freshman. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday evening. Is it over 10 degrees in winter? Yes. Here's the thing, though. I guess like for like people in Ireland, because I imagine it gets pretty cold in Ireland, it probably seems like a warm winter over here. Like, what was today's top? Today's top was like, I think here in New South Wales was like 20, 21 or something. 21 was the top. And like, what's the temperature right now where I am? Weather. Where I am right now, oh, it's 10 degrees, really? Okay, apparently it's 10 degrees right now. And it's 9:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. 10 degrees, there you go. Okay, football. Free kick opportunity. Marta, good delivery. Jamaica looked to head that clear. Ooh, questionable. No, there was no foul. Jamaica breaking here with pace. And here goes Brown down the left wing. She's got players central. Has to go back to Blackwood. And Brazil, well, almost caught out there, but Jamaica decided to go backwards. Got to 23 here today in Brisbane. Dude, I want to get up to Queensland just for the warmer weather. Yeah, hey, you Queenslanders are enjoying some nicer weather even in winter. Which footy team do you go for? Charlie, which code? I'll give you both. All of them. I'm a GWS Giants supporter in the AFL. And I don't really follow anyone in the NRL. I've got family who are like Rabbitohs supporters. I used to go for Sydney Roosters as a kid. But honestly, like at the moment in terms of the rugby league, I'm just waiting for like a Central Coast team to join the NRL, hoping that it would happen one day. So what if North Sydney Bears joined the NRL, I would jump on them for sure. But I don't really watch that much NRL these days. I watch a little bit of AFL. But there's so much football on, I just don't have the time to watch any of the codes. And it's all about the football, man. The round ball game is the best game of all, and we know that. We all know that. If you guys are here, you probably agree. You probably agree. Come for Raw Mariners at Suncorp. Hey, yes, that'd be great. That'd be great. What are your predictions for the Jamaica game? Freshman asks Freshman. Honestly, I think it stays a draw at this rate. I think it stays a draw. I mean, Jamaica have defended so well up to this point. There's no reason why they're going to fold from here. They've barely had a chance going forward though, Jamaica. It's been all defense tonight. All defense. Central Coast Bears. That's right, Troy. That's right. That was almost a thing ages ago, wasn't it? Central Coast Bears. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'm certainly a very proud coastie, that's for sure. So, Brazil are starting to run out of time here. They need a goal. Don't forget, our live ladder is up here. And France, as we know, are going through. They're up 5-2 over Panama. Jamaica are going through as it stands. Brazil, all they need is a goal. All they need is a goal. GWS on quite a winning streak right now. Dude, we're tearing it up, right? 7 wins on the bounce for GWS. Yeah, loving life as a Giants fan at the moment, man. Have you been to a Suncorp match before? No, I've never been to Suncorp Stadium and would love to get there. So, hey, when the A-League draw comes out, which is hopefully soon, we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for the Brisbane away day. And who knows, I might have to meet a bunch of you guys because apparently half the chat is based in Brisbane. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. When is Suncorp coming to EAFC 24? That'd be great, wouldn't it? We would love to see more Australian stadiums in EAFC 24. Hopefully they keep Stadium Australia. Hopefully they keep Stadium Australia in the game. That's right, the Mighty Giants. Okay. All right. Troy lived in Ipswich for 2 years. Wow. There's so many Queensland connections with you guys here in the chat. This is pretty remarkable. Pretty remarkable. Dom's getting the Royal membership. Love it. Hopefully the ACL works out all right for you, man. Fingers crossed that works out all right. All right. Ooh, Jamaica could break away here. They've barely had a chance this whole game. A good opportunity. It's Spence trying to release the ball, but it's closed down quickly. She regains possession. Here's Spence again for Jamaica. That's a great through ball. Here's Jamaica. The center was offline, and Brazil can come away through Souza. Oh, man. So Brazil can't concede here, right? Because if Jamaica score, they're almost certainly going through. Because then Brazil need 2 goals, right? Brazil need 2 goals if Jamaica score. Nervy moments, man. Nervy moments. Okay. What do you do for work, Lockie? Asks Charlie. I do a bunch of different things. When I'm not talking about football, music is one of my other big passions. So I'm a musician, so I do a lot of music work, which is good fun. Boom, 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 boom. Packed. It's good to see such another packed stadium, man. I mean, Melbourne Rectangular Stadium tonight looks absolutely packed. And a pretty solid turnout in Sydney for Panama, France, man. Especially in Australia, the turnouts for this tournament have just been unreal, dude. Really, really strong. Oh, here comes Jamaica. Oh, off the right wing. Can they keep going? Can they keep going? They're taking their time. They're being patient. Trying to get it behind here. Wiltshire holding the ball up into the corner. There's no point holding it in the corner, man. There's still plenty of time to go. So Jamaica with a decent little spell of possession here, and they're looking dangerous. Here's Shaw. She loses possession, but it'll be regained by Brown, who goes back to Blackwood. Okay, Spencer plays bass. Nice, man. What instruments do you play? I play guitar and bass. Live performance on stream. Live performance on stream. Maybe one day. Last year on stream, I played guitar once, I think. Yeah. Have you ever been to Europe, asks Blake? Never been. Would love to get there one day. Would love to get there. Dom says, going back to if people decide to take up football content creation, this is the perfect time with football booming in Oz because of the World Cup. Absolutely, right? Absolutely. The round ball game is indeed very popular. Is indeed. I love that from Joel. Joel says I play classical piano and rap. I love that combination. That's great. What did you get for griddle today? 6 out of 9. Dude, my worst performance on griddle. It was so hard. 6 out of 9. In the own goal row, I got all of them incorrect. I really struggled with griddle today. Really struggled. We played it at halftime, so if you can flick back at halftime and check it out if you want. Wow, is that true, Aussie? That's such a specific but cool thing to mention. Aussie says, I'm a drummer and my biggest performance is the Carols by Candlelight in Rocky for the last 3 years in front of 7K people. Wow. Wow, man, that's cool. Aussie got 5 out of 9. Spencer got 9 out of 9. Dom got 9 out of 9, which is just fantastic, man. Credit to Dom. Really, really good. No worries, Boston. Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. And yes, we will enjoy the Columbia match, the watch-along tomorrow. I hope you enjoy your time at the FIFA Fan Festival in Sydney tomorrow, Boston. Of course, we will be live at this same time tomorrow in 24 hours for the double watch-along Germany, South Korea, and Morocco, Colombia. We're going to be live for that one tomorrow. The final group stage games, which is sad. It's sad but exciting because we're getting into the knockout stage, which is going to be tense. And of course, the live watch-alongs don't stop. We've got plenty of live watch-alongs lined up for the knockout stage, man. Plenty. Blake C says, if you ever come over to Europe, go to Western or Southern Europe. Nicer places and warmer weather. Ooh, early prediction for A-League Premiers, Lockie. Can your boys go back to back? I did. Funnily enough, I did an early ladder prediction video a few weeks ago. It's on the channel. If you guys want to check it out, my early A-League ladder prediction. For the team who's going to top it, like Premiers, that's easy to pick the champions because champions is always tricky. Who's going to be Premiers for the A-League this season? I legitimately think Mariners can go back to back. Well, Mariners were champions but weren't Premiers. I think Mariners could finish Premiers this year. Who could also be up there? I mean, I would have said Wanderers, but they've been losing players, and the squad is completely almost like they lost half their starting lineup. I think Western United are honestly going to have a really strong year. I think Western United are going to be really dangerous, so they're a chance as well. Thoughts on our chances in the Australia Cup, Lockie? I hope we do all right, but I'm so annoyed with having to take on Sydney FC first again, so that'll be a tricky start. And it's being played in Wollongong too, which is always a tricky venue, isn't it? If I was to watch an Australian Cup game, which one would you recommend? Good question, Blake. There's some good games to watch. Oakley Cannons and Melbourne City will be a fun game in the round of 32. There's a huge penalty shout here for Jamaica as after Shaw goes down. VAR might have a little peek at that. And Blake, for the Australia Cup games, I mean, the all A-League games should be good. We've got Sydney FC Mariners. That should be a good game. What else should be a good game? Newcastle Jets Brisbane Roar will be interesting as well. Ooh, I mean, there's a little bit of contact in the box there on Kadisha Shaw, but I don't know if that was enough for it to be a penalty. Okay. Oh, Shaw's away here. Can she keep going? Kadisha Shaw shoots. Oh, Kadisha Shaw for Jamaica. Broke away and got her shot off, but it sailed high. That could have been the moment to seal it for Jamaica. Oh, boy. Yes, Dom. I reckon Phoenix Peninsula Power could be a close game as well. Peninsula Power, they're doing all right in NPL Queensland at the moment. Brazil get forward again, but that shot goes wide. They've made four substitutions now, Brazil. They're really trying to chase this result. Oh, good. Indeed, Boston. Enjoy your evening tomorrow night, mate. Marta. Oh, and absolutely, Charlie. Thanks for mentioning that as well. I missed that. Marta's going off. As it stands, that's Marta's final ever appearance in the tournament. Has featured in numerous Women's World Cups. And this is her last one, and it might end here for Brazil tonight. They have roughly 10 minutes to make a comeback here and to break past Jamaica. But Jamaica haven't conceded a goal all tournament. The storyline, the narrative, it's set up. Brazil have only had 12 shots. You thought they would have had a bit more. You know, they've had a lot of attacking moves, Brazil. But Jamaica have just been really, really good at closing them down on so many occasions. 10 minutes to go between Panama and France. That game looks pretty much wrapped up. France in control there in Sydney. That's right, Ozzy says, can we get some love for Martha in the comments? I see the love heart reacts coming through too. Appreciate it. Don't forget, we're taking super chats here in the live chat. So super chats are a great help for the channel. They go a long way to helping fund our away days. They help fund our away days, which means more matchday vlogs, more content here for the channel. So feel free to send through a super chat if you're up for it. Thoughts on the Italy game? So bloody happy, says Charlie. Dude, it was a crazy game, wasn't it? Crazy game. We saw South Africa grab that incredible result with that late goal. South Africa knocking Italy out. South Africa going through. Big game. That was huge, man. The comeback at the end there for South Africa was huge. Joel says, can't wait for Sweden to beat USA. Spencer says it as well. Says, how good was the South Africa game? There we go. No worries, Dom. Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. Good to see you as always in the chat here, Dom. So, Jamaica preparing another change here as they hope to hold on to this point, which will send them through to the knockout stage. It's going to be nervy moments here. And dude, imagine if Brazil score here late on. It would be a cruel blow on Jamaica if Brazil were to score late, because they've defended so well. Boston, appreciate the super chat, my man. Says, Lockie, you're the best man. I'll win the Colombian for you. Boston, appreciate the super chat, mate. And again, hope you enjoy your evening tomorrow night at the FIFA Fan Festival. So, 5 minutes remaining in regular time between Jamaica and Brazil. Our clock here is following the Jamaica-Brazil game. Panama. Another chance with the free kick here. That one's going to go wide. Didn't quite work out this time for Cox, who scored that wonder goal at the start of the match. That's right, Aussie. Yeah, that's, to be fair, this chat could easily fund a trip to Brisbane. Legit. Like, if you guys could, if you wanted to, if you guys could pay for my ticket, I'd be there in a minute, man. All right. Frenzied Rabbit says, been working since 9 a.m, still going. This is my break. If I suddenly leave, I'm passed out. Frenzied Rabbit, hope you're doing all right, my man. And hopefully we can bring you some escape from your work, from your long work day. Oh, Brazil with a bit of space down the left. It's Debinha coming in here for Brazil. Goes direct for goal. That was the wrong decision. Debinha had 3 players central, but chose to just go herself there. Chose to go herself. play guitar and I'll donate. We might have to get the guitar out. Maybe at full time. Maybe at full time. I'll tell you what, if Jamaica score, I'm definitely getting the guitar out. Jamaica have a bobsled team. Dude, great film. What is that called? Cool Runnings? You guys know that film? Cool. Is it called Cool Runnings? About the Jamaican bobsled team? Great film, man. Great film. Okay. No worries, Boston. Catch you later, mate. All the best. A few minutes to go in this one. Our next live stream is in 22 hours' time. We'll be live tomorrow night for the doubleheader. Germany, South Korea, Morocco, Colombia. Here's the delivery for Brazil. It's headed away once again. Jamaica. This has been such a strong performance from the man in defense. They've been all over it, man. They've been all over it. Huge performance in defense. Oh, dude. Meanwhile, here come Panama against France, looking for a third goal here. Panama. Offside flag goes up. Disappointing. Troy says, I've been to Suncorp for Mariners Raw before. Was good fun, even though we drew 0-0. Would love to get up there, man. Would love to get up there. One of the most iconic football stadiums in Australia, isn't it? Suncorp. It's hosted some truly remarkable A-League games in its history. Spence heads forward here. Jamaica can break clear. Here we go. No, Brazil hold it up, and Brazil really need to get going. Brazil really need to get the ball moving forward here. Oh, this is a good run here. It's a strong run. Brazil looking to push down the right wing. They have an opportunity to deliver. They need the right ball. Can they finally make the breakthrough? Can they break the deadlock? Brazil, oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Washington commits the foul, dude. And it's a huge opportunity for Brazil here from the free kick. This is a huge opportunity. Aussie asks, will we be streaming both games on Monday or just the Matildas? Yes, we'll be streaming both games. Oh, Panama have a third. Did Panama have a third, dude? Panama just got a third? What? Oh my God. Dude, imagine if Panama scored 2 goals in injury time and draw 5-5. Oh my gosh, Panama have a third, dude. Crazy. I think there's a VAR check, so it could be ruled out. But anyway, here's this Brazil free kick. It's Alves standing over it. For Brazil. VAR check complete in the other game. It's a goal for Panama. It's 3-5. Brazil free kick there, though. Alves. A big wall lined up for this one. Could this be the moment for Brazil? Alves. Oh, dude, on target. On target. But Spencer, the keeper, got behind it. And there's only 4 minutes of injury time for Brazil. Oh. Dude. Brazil are 4 minutes away from being knocked out of the tournament. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. It looks like the VAR check is still going in the Panama France game. Just give them the goal, man. Give Panama the goal. Tell you what, to score 3 against France like they've done tonight, very impressive. Are you streaming every round of 16 game? Yes. That's the... Oh, actually, not every game, because I'm going to some of them. So, basically, like, if I'm not streaming one of them, it's because I'm at the game. But, yeah, I'll make sure to release a schedule for the round of 16 over the next few days, man. But there'll definitely be plenty of round of 16 live streams, that's for sure. We'll do my best to do as many as possible. Your commentary is making me nervous, Joel. Here we go. Ooh, a little tussle in the box there, but that's a goal kick. Panama do have the goal. Panama do have that goal. The VAR check is over. Panama have 3 here against France. Look at the celebrations, dude. They're having so much fun. This is definitely one of the most heartwarming moments of the tournament. That long-range free kick for Panama was well delivered. And it ended up in the back of the net off the rebound from the crossbar. So Panama have a 3rd. Wow. Okay. That's right, Gilly says, wow, props to Panama. Yeah, especially after conceding 5 goals straight. They've come back here, grabbed a couple. And I tell you what, wouldn't it be remarkable if they grabbed a couple more? Queensland watch football, that's right. All right. Less than 2 minutes remaining between Jamaica and Brazil. Every fan on the edge of their seats in Melbourne and across the world watching this one. Spence coming forward for Brazil. Has Washington to her left. Here's Washington for Jamaica. Washington still. Oh, Kadisha Shaw was in so much space there. Washington just needed to play the square ball and Shaw could have finished. Now Brazil come the other way. Here come Brazil. Swarby concedes the corner. Oh my gosh, a minute to go. 1 minute to go. Brazil need to score or they're out of the tournament. They have a corner. They have a corner. Can they do it? Or will Jamaica cause an almighty upset and go through? The delivery from Alves. Here it is for Brazil. They can't clear. The keeper takes it. Debinha's header was soft. And Spencer claims it. That might be it. That might be it for Brazil. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was it, dude. The header. I thought they were going to get a shot off and it was just going to fly in, but it bounced up for a header and that's an easy save for Spencer. Is there one more chance? Blackwood. It's bouncing around the midfield. We're past, injury time's up, man. Injury time's up. They're trying to get it clear. Appeals for a handball, potentially. Brazil are appealing. Is that going to be full time? They've done it full time. Dude. Brazil are out. Brazil are out. One of the most remarkable stories of this tournament. Brazil are out. Jamaica go through to the knockout stage. One of the most heroic defensive performances we've seen this tournament. And it's the biggest upset we've seen in the group stage. Brazil are out of the group. Incredible. 13 minutes of injury time in the France-Brazil game. So we still have much action to go tonight. I tell you what, leaves the door open for a Panama comeback. Oh my gosh. Julian says, I feel for all those Brazilian supporters. Freshman says, bye Brazil. Oh my gosh. Impressive from Jamaica, says Troy. Wow, dude. And it's Marta too. Marta, the Brazilian legend, has officially played her last minutes in the FIFA Women's World Cup. It's over. It's over for Marta. It's over for Brazil. And look at the emotions on the faces of these Jamaican players who are going through to the knockout stage. Incredible. Just remarkable. They held on for so long. Let's have a look at the stats, man. Let's have a look at the stats, because it was all Brazil. Jamaica had 3 shots throughout the entire 90 minutes. Brazil, 18 shots with 8 on target. They had 73% possession. Yet it was Jamaica who held on. And that is a huge point to take them through. Brazil are out, dude. Brazil are out. Who saw it coming? Who saw it coming? It's full time. And we're going to resume the clock in just a second here, because France and Panama still have, 10 minutes to play here. We've got 13 minutes of added time between France and Panama. And I tell you what, the drama is now all happening in Sydney, because there's a serious window here for Panama to make an insane comeback. Could they do it? All right, clock is ticking here. So our clock is now tracking the Panama-France game. Panama-France in Sydney has been a goal fest. An absolute goal fest tonight. 3 goals for Panama, 5 for France. Pretty remarkable. If you're just tuning in, Brazil are out of the tournament. Brazil in that tournament, Jamaica go through. Pretty remarkable. Pretty remarkable, man. So, all eyes now on Panama, France. 5 minutes into injury time, 8 to go. There's 13 minutes total, man. 13 minutes total. Are there more goals in this one? Are there more goals? France will be disappointed conceding 3 goals in this match, man. Panama have managed to get themselves within a couple of goals here. And I'll tell you what, if Panama can quickly score one more, it makes the final moments of this injury time period really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. So, not long to go here. Not long to go here between France and Panama. A remarkable performance tonight from Jamaica. That's the story of the night, man. And not only was tonight a remarkable performance, but don't forget, they've now gone the entire group stage without conceding a goal. Without conceding a goal. Pretty remarkable when you look at the ladder, the table for Jamaica. They've got 1 win, 1 win and 2 draws. They've scored 1 goal and conceded none. They've gone through with scoring 1 goal, which is crazy, man. Which is crazy. And that's right, Tarnley. Tomorrow is the last group stage games, which is very sad that the group stage is coming to an end. Very, very sad. But we've got the knockout stage coming up, of course. And we will be live for tomorrow. We will be doing a live watch-along for those final games tomorrow. Very excited for that one. So Panama, can they grab one more here to make it number 4? Or are France going to hold on here for a big 5-3 victory? What a goal fest in Sydney tonight. Aussie says, what is the greatest football song of all time? Mine has to be the Paramount Plus Wait music before the A-League or the 1920 Premier League intro music. I can't remember that Premier League intro, but the Paramount Plus have some great music. Is that the... Is that the Paramount Plus music you're talking about? I hope it is, because banger. Yeah, man. Troy says, sorry to bring this up again, but apparently Noah Smith was a player Monty never wanted to lose. There you go. Yeah, he's a good player, Noah. He is a good player. And keen for him to be back at the Mariners, man. Keen for him to be back at the Mariners. That's right, Pumpkin. It seems like that, didn't it? Did Jamaica and Brazil donate their goals to France and Panama? It's the same as last night. We were live last night for the USA-Portugal game and the Vietnam-Netherlands game. Netherlands winning 7-0 against Vietnam, yet 0-0 between Portugal and USA. And it's the same situation here. We've gotten 8 goals in one game and 0 in the other. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, we're talking about that. Oh, France score number 6. Oh, it's a lovely goal. Lovely goal. It's Becho for France. And they score number 6. France will be one to watch in the knockout stage. Bit of a shaky start after that 0-0 draw to Jamaica, but a win against Brazil and a big win here against Panama. 6-3 in Sydney. This 9 goals. This is the highest scoring match we've seen at this tournament so far. 9 goals in Sydney tonight. 9 goals. It's freshman. I'm seeing your comment from a moment ago. What is your favorite game you went to? You went to the stadium to watch. Oh my gosh, there's so many tricky ones to pick from. I mean, the easy one is the most recent at the grand final, seeing my Mariners win 6-1. That's probably number one. It's definitely number one. 2013 grand final, which is where that signed jersey's from. 2013 grand final where Mariners won, which was great. I was obviously there for that one. I really enjoyed watching Central Coast Mariners defeated Melbourne Victory 7-2 back in 2013. That was good fun as well. There's been some great games. Some great games I've been to, man. So, six goals tonight for France, 3 for Panama. No goals between Jamaica and Brazil. If you're just tuning in, I'm sure you've already heard the news, but Jamaica are going through and Brazil are out of this tournament, which is just crazy, dude. Which is just incredible. The Paramount theme is a banger. What a banger. All right, final stages here of this game. Couple minutes to go between Panama and France. We had 13 minutes of added time after some lengthy stoppages in the second half. Switch of play to the left here. Could Panama score one more here? They're looking for it. They're looking for one more tonight, Panama. They've committed numbers forward. France are really having to sit back here. Here's Cox looking to get him behind, but can't get to that one. Halftime cover of it for the A-League Watchalongs of the Paramount Plus song. Oh, here come France, trying to break through for number 7. It's broken down at the back. 1 more minute to go in Sydney. Panama's final moment in this Women's World Cup. They will go out with no points. But they've scored 3 goals tonight against France, and they've had fun too. It's been great seeing the celebrations from Panama, despite the fact that they have well and truly lost this game. And France will top this group on 7 points. So that means, as it stands, we could see Colombia, Jamaica in the knockout stage, and it could be France, Germany in the round of 16. And my goodness, wouldn't that be a massive, massive clash? That would just be huge. France holding on for the final seconds here. It's been a massive, massive watch along tonight. So glad you guys could have tuned in for it. We're going to be live tomorrow night for the final group stage games. It's Germany, South Korea, Morocco, Colombia, live on YouTube from 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And that is full time in Sydney. Panama and France, after 13 minutes of injury time, it ends 6-3 to France. But I tell you what, Panama, pretty happy with that one in the end, grabbing 3 goals tonight. And Cox with that free kick in the opening stages was just the highlight of the game already, despite all the other goals that followed. Did I say halftime? I meant full time. My bad. GG's, you guys. That was a lot of fun. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to be live again tomorrow. And, of course, we'll be doing halftime griddle as well. Cheers. You guys are tuning in. Blake tuning in from Ireland. Spencer, Aussie Freshman. We had Dom here earlier, Frenzied Rabbit, Crazy Les as well. So glad you guys could join me for tonight's watch along. And of course, once again, we'll be live same time again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your Thursday. And we'll be live tomorrow for some more Women's World Cup action. Thanks, guys. My name's Lockie. This is Coach Football.